So what do you think together breakfast is about?
Do they eat breakfast together and just got it wrong when writing that down? Also, it's Reds. Usually it isn't. I wonder if that comes up.
So yeah, you mentioned the title card looked pretty red.
It was, and the episode was blue.
Yeah, but you see him look out the window and the sky was sort of...
I mean, apparently so, but... When the waffles popped out of the toaster, they, like, proper popped out.
Yeah?
My toaster in real life did that the other day. Just popped something straight up onto the sink. Unnecessary power. It doesn't need to do that.
Is it maybe for you put something heavier in so that it's able to get it out?
I mean, I don't think it should... I mean, it could be, but then it's just firing pita breads across this room. Gave me a fright. I imagine... Didn't the pita give Stephen a fright? He must be used to it. It must happen all the time. Should get a new toaster. Also, that must not be nice now. Because you will warm the waffles up and then they put the cream on and the cream doesn't melt. So it's obviously cold. I feel like... Go back to the start, I got more things to say, mine. Yeah, alright, whatever. Colours match, whatever. I mean, the cereal there is size no. Also, they'd be hot. Like, too hot to grab.
Maybe he didn't put them in for that long. That's why the cream's not melting.
Good damn, and what sort of life is that?
1, 2, 3, warping! Guess they're still out saving the world.
He's like, oh, guess they're all out saving the world. Well, they should be here eating breakfast. No, they should be saving the world. That's priority. So Stephen's all like, look, eat the breakfast with me. And they're all like, no, we've got things to do. And Stephen's like, just... I'm not a fan of this bit. That's not what faces look like. But yeah, so they all live in the temple, or whatever now, yeah? And Stephen lives in the house bit. So Stephen essentially sleeps alone in this house. Like, I think there's a bed in the background there.
Yeah.
And they live in a different bit, protected by a magic door. Seems incredibly unsafe for Stephen. Yeah, like the door opens in all types of ways. That's my door. No, it isn't. So there are 5 gems on the star.
Yeah, on the door, on the star on the door.
Yeah. And they've got 5 gems between them, haven't they?
Yep.
Is that important?
Oh, man.
How are they even transforming? They weren't saving the world, they were buying a water pistol. But before breakfast. Surely they've already eaten. If they were like already saving the world, nobody does that before breakfast. You'd have a snack. I identify with Amethyst saying this messy system or whatever. I respect that.
Yeah, I've seen your room.
Yeah, before I come over, I had to transfer some money, and Ali heard a noise, and he was like, what was that noise? Because it was like metal things clanking together. And it's because I keep all my banking details underneath my kitchenware on my bed, and so that one made a noise, so I had to do that. And I feel like Amethyst would keep a... They probably don't have a bank, but if they were to, that's probably what that system would be. So I get it, because they might need to transfer money, and Pearl's gone and messed things up.
That's some useful information for anyone who wants to steal your identity.
Nah, because my banking information's all written down in, like, riddles. So much so that I couldn't solve the riddles once, so I had to change bank.
I made us all breakfast. I thought we could eat together, like best buds.
Right, that's something. And he says something like, best buds breakfast or something, we have to eat it together.
Right.
No, I'd consider us pretty good friends, mine.
We've never had breakfast
We've never had breakfast together, even when I stayed on your couch for a week and a half.
We were on different time schedules. So
Yeah, but we never had breakfast
I
together.
got up in the morning. You didn't.
I don't know where Stephen's got on this, that you need to have breakfast with your friends.
I mean, it's a nice idea.
I never had breakfast with my family.
Oh.
I have to burn this.
Garnet was like, I'm gonna destroy this. And Stephen's like, I'm gonna take a photo of it. And I'm like, no, Stephen, you idiot child. And look, things are going on. They're like, be quiet. And Stephen's like, let's all have some breakfast. Nearly murders everyone. I feel like I've been fairly tolerant of Stephen's, whole thing. But he annoyed me in this one.
What are your thoughts on that painting? On what it is?
It's just a painting, innit? Oops, there's subtext I missed.
I mean, it screamed when she burnt it and all that.
I didn't read too much into that. Should I have?
In any situation where an inanimate object screams, you should read into it.
Ryan told me a story the other day where he picked up a bug and he squeezed it and it screamed.
Ryan's a fucking psychopath.
He said he felt bad. It was from his youth, his misspent youth squeezing
Alright.
bugs.
I was picturing it being him as he is now.
Maybe I just assumed the youth bit for his sake.
So have you noticed all the bubbles around the room?
Let's say yeah. What about it? I mean, we saw slugs with gems in the other episode. There's gems hanging about everywhere. There's gems coming out of Stephen's belly button. I think there's just too many of them. Just gems out of everything. I don't think they're noteworthy. I just think that's this whole thing in it. There's gems everywhere. Although in the pilot, it was episode 1, wasn't it? They were like, this doesn't have gems. And they got a gem off something, and they zoop. And is that this room though? Is it? If you pause it at a particular point, can you see that eye gem from episode 1 somewhere? Clearly, an element of danger happening here. Everyone's panicked. Even Amethyst, the fun one, is like, "Whoa, steady on, Stephen. Calm down." Stephen's like, "No, I want to eat some waffles with you all."
I mean, the last episode you placed Stephen's age at what, 9?
Yeah.
So you can forgive him for not having his priorities straight.
Sure, but I feel like after this episode, they had to sit down and one of them went, "Look, Stephen, we like your carefree attitude and all that. It adds an element of humour to our otherwise quite boring lives. But when we tell you, maybe they should have a code word, like when we tell you that, there are demons in paintings or whatever, you should go, yeah, alright, fair play, I'm out." They didn't even eat any breakfast in that episode. I mean, presumably they will, but what if they don't? What if something else comes up? What if they're like, okay, we'll order pizza, but in the meantime we're going to solve some crime? It seems like, oh, I don't want to do that. I bought a Frisbee and I think we should all look at it.
So you're still going off your theory from the pilot that the crystal gems solve crimes?
Yeah, well they do, don't they? Maybe they commit crime. Maybe they were burning it. Maybe that painting was evidence, and they were trying to get rid of it, and it was just coincidence that I had a demon in it, or whatever.
Right.
They're trying to maybe Garnet's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, they keep saying they're saving the world, but I've not really seen much evidence of that. Do you think Stephen has to shower differently because of the gem? Do you think he polishes it?
I don't want to spoil it for when that happens.
Is there an episode where we just watch him shower, is there? Before and after he got the gem?
There's an episode where he polishes his gem.
Oh, cool.
That's not the crux of the episode.
Just 12 minutes of... And they're all going, "Stephen, we need you to help us." And he's going, "No, I'm polishing a gem."
So how does that compare to the other episodes so far?
Still think the pilot was pretty good, wasn't it? Yeah?
Yeah. Nothing has surpassed the quality of the pilot.
And it had like a bit, it was clever.
It had a good twist.
Yeah, hang on a minute. It's quite difficult to build that in a 10-minute episode or something,
Yeah.
I'd imagine.
I mean, the pilot was slightly shorter than all the other episodes.
Oh.
I'm sure there'll be an episode soon enough that overtakes the
Okay.
pilot in your esteem.
There's a lot of cat stuff going on in the next few episodes.
Probably shouldn't read ahead.
Oh, well, tough.
Okay. Yeah, there's Catfinger's Tiger Millionaire and Steven's Lion. I mean, at this stage, do you want to maybe see if you want to guess what they might be about, or just wait till they come?
Stephen gets a lion. For cat fingers, they get a cat. It's got human fingers. It's horrifying. And it's just a whole episode of them going, why did you make this? Tiger Millionaire. Tiger Millionaire is about Frosties.
The cereal.
Yeah. It's a weird brand crossover. And all the fans think it's the worst episode. Because Tony the Tiger shows up and keeps saying everything's great. And they're like, yeah. And then he just keeps flaunting all the money he's got. Show off. And then they're like, well, we got rid of that. How do we make it up to the fans? Well, let's give Stephen a lion and maybe they'll forget about the other big cat. And they do. Cat Fingers. Is Cat Fingers an episode where they buy fish fingers? But there's something not quite right about them. It's horrifying. Like my other idea for Cat Fingers, but in a different way.
What do you think Bubble Buddies is about?
I think they will have a bath together.
Okay. What do you think Serious Steven's about?
And he gets a mustache.
Giant Woman?
It's a sequel to the film Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. It's nothing to do with Steven Universe. None of the other characters appear from the animated show.
Do you think it's just a mistake on the Blu-ray?
Yeah.
And So Many Birthdays?
I'm... More than one of them has a birthday. And Stephen freaks out going, oh gosh, I've not got enough pocket money to buy you all a present. So I'm going to make something out of felt. And in doing so, he summons some sort of felt monster. And they all kill it. And then they go, don't worry, Stephen. You don't need to change.
Right. Well, that's your predictions for the first quarter of season 1.
Is this not all of season 1?
No, that's 13 episodes. There's 50.
Ah!